All right, what's up, everyone? I just wanted to make a video talking about 444. Like, I know people will see this number a lot, and I had a lot of experiences with this over the past few years. And basically, in the end, it led me to Jesus, which is the last thing I ever expected. I thought it was like spirit guides and all this stuff, but so I'm just gonna explain what happened to me so some people can know what this means, because I finally figured out what it means in the end. Not exactly what it means, but where it's coming from. And it's not like New Age spirits guides, but this is my first time making a video, so it's probably gonna be a little cut up. I'm bad at talking to the camera. I'm bad at talking in general, so I'm just gonna try my best to. I made a little script so I can kind of follow along, but I'll probably stray from that a bit. I don't know, but yeah. So here we go. All right, so just to give you guys a little background, like I never really believed in God. I was I went to Catholic school my whole life, mostly until high school later on. But my dad wasn't really religious at all, and my mom was more religious. She believed in God, and because my mom's Mexican, my dad was white, but my mom, Hispanics in general are more like into religion and superstitious in general. Like they're mostly Catholics and stuff in Mexico. But anyways, so yeah, as soon as I Catholic school and all that kind of turned me off from God, because like as soon as I was like 11, 12 years old and I could think rationally and like reason, I thought it made no sense. I thought this was just a tradition passed down. It's all superstition. It just made no sense to me basically. And but I always was curious ever since I was younger. Like my whole life I really wanted to know why we were here. Like it drove me crazy. I honestly spent thousands of hours watching videos and reading books, like looking at all these different stuff just to figure out like what is the point of this. Like I couldn't understand how people just go around every day and live their lives just but not knowing why we're here. Like what is the purpose? Like I guess most people, we just don't think about it and we just go about our lives and it's not a big deal. But for me, it just always drove me crazy. Like I had this deep wanting to know. Like I was always really curious. Like I had to know basically. Like I really wanted to know more than anything. And so yeah, basically I used to argue with my mom for hours. Like I never thought in a million years that I'd be talking about Jesus or God. Like that was the last thing on my radar. Like I looked at everything else first. I think mostly because my childhood Catholic school and all that, it just made no sense to me, and I never had any really good teachers that explained this to me. And like, and Catholicism and Mormonism and Jehovah's Witness, this is all deception, and I'll go into that in another video, or you can look at some stuff. But uh, so anyways, to the 444 stuff. So yeah, a few years ago, I started seeing. It started with 1111. This guy Infinite Waters, which some of you probably know him on YouTube. It's like I watched one of his videos about 1111, and then while I was watching that video, like my eyes got drawn to 1111 on the clock. It was really weird, and like, and it got only got weirder after that. Like after that, I started seeing repeating number patterns like this all the time. Like started with 1111, and then I saw 222, 333, 444, 555, and I would see them all the time in weird situations. But after a while, that kind of stopped, and I just started seeing 444 only. Uh, about that. So basically, yeah, I started seeing 444 like for a couple years, and all this stuff would have like different experiences through going through different jobs and different situations with friends, and like there was a lot of synchronicities where like certain stuff would happen, and I'd see this number, and like something would draw my eyes to it. Like that's how I knew it was something like a higher power or something, because I thought it was spirit guides, because I got tricked by looking into all this. I wanted to know what this mean, because obviously I had this crazy experience. Like I keep seeing this number everywhere. It's driving me crazy, and like it's not like coincidence that something was drawing my attention to it every time. Like there's a lot of weird situations that I can go into detail about, but you get the gist of it. So yeah, so for the last like 2 or 3 years, I was looking into all this stuff about, like, I thought it was like an indigo child or uh, a light worker and all this stuff. Like, and I was in all this consciousness stuff, and like that Christ consciousness. That's what Jesus is really about, and like and all this different stuff, like spiritual. I was on the spirituality, like trying to meditate and all this stuff, and reading different books like Eckhart Tolle and what else and whatnot. But yeah. So but eventually this last year, basically to go into it, I'm gonna put this in my other video because my other one is like my whole testimony. It's really important because before I knew God existed, I basically found out like Satan existed and demons, and that's a whole lot. So yeah, right here. See, the whole time I was being guided to all this different stuff, and if you can see right here, uh, on focus. I can't really see it, but anyways, sorry, this video is terrible, and I knew it was gonna be a struggle. I'm just trying my best because I need to get this out there, but I'm terrible at doing this. But so so yeah, I had that demonic experience, and like I put it off and thought it was whatever until like a year. This year again later, I had some stuff happen again where like basically Satan was communicating with me because I had a lot of drug addictions and like lived in sin, and I was just really messed up, and I was kind of scared because I had told my mom about when this happened the year before, but I didn't want to bring this up to her again, like because it sounds insane. Like I don't want to bring up to my mom. She's gonna think I'm on crack, basically. Like if I told her that like Satan was talking to me. So I come home that night after I was working, and oh yeah, okay. Anyways, I came home that night after working, and like I was kind of freaked out because I was having this stuff again happen, and so I'm talking to my mom, like I'm worried. I didn't want to tell her this, but I'm talking to her just about work. And on the desk in my stepdad's office, there's a little guitar pick. It's like a metal guitar pick, and on it, it said "Pick Jesus." And so I was having some demonic stuff, like Satan was communicating with me. Then I see this little thing. It says "Pick Jesus," and, and that's when it gets crazy. So basically, yeah, this I got fired from this job. Jimmy John's like, and I got 4 for 4 on my last check. I got fired from this job because I was drinking, and so I ended up working at this cleaning place, like doing janitor stuff. That's where I was having Satan communicate to me when I was working there the night before, and so I was working. So yeah, I went home. I saw the pick Jesus thing, and I was like, what does this mean? And then next day, this is where the real miracle happened. Like next day, I'm working at a new place because I'd go around and clean different places, like different buildings. And my mom sent me. My mom was my boss. She sent me to this one place to clean. It's this factory, ADM. It's like a soybean factory. I live in Iowa, by the way, so it's like a soybean oil factory thing. And there was another younger guy, Tracy, and then this guy Andy. He was an older dude. He was basically leading me and Tracy around like what to do. Like he told us to, like clean these chairs and was showing us around. It was my first time there, so he was showing me how to do everything. And then like 20 minutes later, this is the crazy part. Like this is insane. 20 minutes later, I'm sitting there cleaning. He's showing me to clean these table legs because there's oil and stuff on them. I'm cleaning it, and this guy Andy, he starts talking about God like to one of his coworkers. Like said something about the Creator or making Earth or something. He started talking about God. And when this happened, literally the night before, I was having Satan talk to me and like demonic stuff, like which is a whole nother story about why I knew it was him talking to me. But literally, this was a sign. Like the day later, I go to this place and I saw the Pick Jesus thing before the night before, but I didn't know what that meant. Next day, I see this guy talking about Jesus. They're talking about God, and so this just blew my mind. Like I just instantly knew. Like I couldn't even believe it. I still don't even know. Like it's crazy, but so I sorry, I have bad ADD, terrible. So yeah, he started talking about God, and so I asked him, I was like, "You believe in God or something?" And he's like, "Yeah." And he started talking about, he's still continued talking about God. He's like, I was like, "I need to tell you something," and I was like, I know this sounds crazy, but like Satan was talking to me, or I was having like interactions with Satan basically, and basically he told me, after that he told me like, you can accept Jesus right now, or like accept Christ or something. And I just wanted this demonic stuff to stop, so I was like, and I saw the pick Jesus thing before. I was like, this is, so I was like, okay, what do I do? And he just had me say some words. Uh, Basically, all you have to do to become a Christian is to say that Jesus died and rose on the cross 3 days later. You believe that he's Lord and Savior. And but I didn't really believe in him in my heart yet. I just kind of, I took a leap of faith basically, and I decided to give my life to Jesus right then. And this is where the 444 comes back in. 444 right now. And right before I made this video, I downloaded Adobe Premiere to make this video, because God was weighing this on my heart to tell this story. Like, I saw 444 and it's like something drew my eyes to it right when I was writing the script for this video. Like, that's insane. This is literally meant to, this is a terrible video, but I'm literally meant to tell you this. And so anybody seeing 444, so after I gave my life to Jesus, I just didn't know what to think. He started telling me about God and how to act and all this stuff. He's like, you're a new Christian now and you're born again in the Spirit. And like 10 minutes later, we're talking, and in one of the paper towel rolls, we're placing the paper towels. Inside the paper towel roll is 444. Inside the paper towel roll, right after this happened, it was no coincidence. I tell you, like, this was something divine. And so yeah, I saw 444, and I didn't tell him all about 444 in my experience, but I just kept talking to him about God, and yeah, there's 444 inside the paper towel roll, like in the numbers, stock numbers or whatever on there, which is insane. Like, and then yeah, anyways, later on we get out, and my clock was wrong in my car, but later on when we're leaving, it was 444 on my car clock, and that was like when I gave my life to Jesus. But I still didn't really like completely believe. Like, I had this demonic stuff happen, which it was pretty real, but I still didn't really know about God or like believe, or I just took a leap of faith and said, all right, I'll give my life to Jesus. But I didn't really know what that all meant. Anyways, but this guy, he invited me to go to Bible study with him, and I've been going to Bible study with him ever since. And I still have 4 experiences just like right now. Like, now I actually interact with God, and Jesus and God are real, like, and Satan is real, and I'll go into a whole nother video about that. But this is the last book I would have ever read, the Bible, and I'm telling you, like, this thing is 444 actually relates to this too. I'll tell you something else, but I might add that onto this and put that in another video. But yeah, so 444, eventually it led me to Jesus and God, because this whole time I knew like something was guiding me through all these couple years. Like, there was all these synchronicities and stuff, but I knew there was something like trying to speak to me or guide me, but I didn't know what it was. So I'm telling you, if you're seeing this number and it's driving you crazy and you don't know what it is, it's not some spirit guides or something. It's Jesus. It's God, the Lord of the Bible. And trust me, I'm the last person that would ever believe this. I'm a skeptic. I thought people who believed in God were dumb. Like, I just thought it made no sense to me. I just thought it was stupid. And then I had my whole worldview shattered, and it's real, and now I know the truth. And truth will set you free, but some of it is stuff you're not going to like. But at least I'm not searching all over anymore and driving crazy. Now I actually know what to focus on. Like, I wasted so much time looking at all this New Age stuff and all this. Like, you can find all these people on YouTube. They're coming out of New Age because, like, the Holy Spirit is coming to them and showing to them the truth because of the time we're in. But, yeah, so a lot's been changing since then. I'll make other videos about that, but God's been basically changing me to like a different person. I'm still struggling with drug addictions. He's taken most of that from me. Like, I'm on my last stuff, man, and he's changing my heart. Like I've been so depressed the last couple of years, really bad, and I'm still struggling with that, but like, I'm getting help now. Like, but yeah, so if you're seeing 444, it's not angel numbers or anything. It led me to I'm just telling you my experience. It led me to Jesus in the end, and God, and like, when I see that now, I know that He's with me and guiding me. So yeah, sorry if that was all rambly and all over the place, but the main message just got out. So I'll make other videos and get better at them. This is my first time making a video in forever and never talking to a camera like this. So yeah, that's it. Thank you. Peace out, guys. The last part I forgot to add. So yeah, if you're wondering about this and you don't know what to think or anything, just literally just pray. Like I know praying, I'm still getting used to praying, and I only prayed one time, and that's when my dad had cancer, and I was praying. That was the one time I ever prayed in my whole life. It was like God save my dad, but uh, yeah, if you're wondering about this, just literally, and you really want to know the truth, and like you want to know like what is this, just literally all you do is just go like just ask God to reveal Himself to you, or say Jesus or God. If you're real, just say if you're real, then please reveal yourself to me. I want to know the truth. And if you do that, something will happen. Like I had asked that a while ago, but eventually He'll reveal Himself to you. Like something will happen that'll let you know that He's real, basically. So that's all I wanted to add. Thanks, guys. Peace.